What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA wrestling review live from New York City. Pretty much kicking it off tonight with Kurt Angle. Pretty much at ringside, and he said the six-sided ring was back. We're in New York City. The fans voted. The six-sided ring was back. So it was really cool to see that out there. Six-sided ring was really good to see. And pretty much they hit the Taz in, as Taz talked about. He was great being back in New York, and it reminded him of many things as the fans chanted ECW, then ECW. He pretty much went back to saying his catchphrases. He pretty much went back to saying his catchphrases and pretty much ended off saying, I am Taz. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you. Because he talked about TNA was now in the spotlight, how they would like the ECW back then. Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer then came out as they got a huge pop as they were back in New York. Ray talked about New York was the best wrestling city in the world, and he promised these fans tonight that Dixie Carter's going to go to the table, and everybody chanted tails in, and Dreamer said this was the first building yet when a bunch of hardcore guys got their national attention, and everybody went to chant ECW, as he said ECW was balls to the wall at the time. EC3 and Rhino came out as pretty much calling Bully Ray and Dreamer nothing, and pretty much Rhino said you need to respect him, he's a Carter. And he's like, because he will go out through this entire ring and beat the living crap out of everybody, starting with those two in the ring, as everybody's chanting you sold out the Rhino Carters. They said people were chanting you can't wrestle, and Carter said, I disagree. I'm very good. And he talked about the Big Apple with the Big Crapple, and they got in the ring, and pretty much Dreamer said, you don't even know where you are, kid. And this isn't a little PG show. And he wished wrestling was less talking, more action. And pretty much they attacked him. And Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray then went against EC3 and Rhino, which the match was going out really good until Rockstar Spud came out and pretty much distracted him. And pretty much he distracted Dreamer after Dreamer threw him over the ropes and got him, and EC3 hit the roll up, winning the match. So it was a really good way to start off the show. Crowd was really good for them tonight. James Storm was on Sonata saying like Dreamer was trying to call him a loser, say why you keep listening to Muda, huh? See if you can win that X Division title back tonight. Kurt Angle went up to Aries talking about, listen, the gauntlet match is up next. X Division titles on the line as he start at Austin Aries in a gauntlet match. Pretty much start with Eddie Edwards. Everybody was chanting ROH, ROH. It was for the X Division title, and pretty much more guys came out from Manic to Davey Richards to DJZ. Pretty much Mac and DJZ went out the ring together. The crowd was going hot for this match. Then pretty much going to commercial break, you got Crazy Steve and T-Ray Uno in the ring. Then the last one was Sonata. Crazy Steve eliminated Crazy Steve eliminated Tigger. You know, people really chanted for Crazy Steve, but Davey Richards took him out then, and then pretty much Austin Aries and Sonata took out the Wolves, and it became, between those two, was a regular match, which was a phenomenal match, just like last week when Aries won the X Division title. But pretty much he hit the drop kick in the corner, hit the brain buster, got the win. People were just going crazy for Austin Aries then. So it was a great match. It was crazy. People just flying all over the ring, don't know what's going to happen. So the fans are really into it. And after that, pretty much I went to Bobby Roode, and yeah, they went to Bobby Roode and Eric Young in the backside. We're going to tag together again as they were going after MVP and Kenny King. And pretty much after James Storm attacked Sonata and said, "Where's Muda? Is he going to help you now? Stop listening to Great Muda," he said. Call him a loser. The camera guy asked everybody questions. Asked Jeff Hardy. Pretty much says, "What are you gonna do tonight about your title match?" He said Jeff Hardy is back. Willow was here to stop the darkness, but now the light has pretty much shining again now. MVP and Kenny King came in the ring. MVP was on crutches, saying he was protesting against Kurt Angle for having him come out here injured, and why does he have to do this match? As they were in the tag team match, MVP and Kenny King went against Bobby Roode and Eric Young, which was a good match, pretty much ending the MVP, hit him with a crutches and disqualification. Eric Young was up here with a crutch, but Kenny King came in and hit him with it, and they started beating both of them with crutches then. So it was a good match. I don't know how to make MVP do this much while he's injured, but somehow he's moving around really good somehow. He really is. Great Mood is going to be here next week. Brittany went against Madison Rayne in a no DQ, no countout match. And pretty much Madison Rayne picked the win. Really good knockouts match. Really good match. So, that was a good match. I'll say that between them. I don't know why Brittany lost. I wish she would have beat Madison Rayne to get more heat, but I don't know. Madison Rayne won. Dixie Carter saying she's in her arena tonight, saying that a bully really looked like a dog, and pretty much you're on the payroll and stuff, and she's come here to her company tonight to say something. Austin Aries is in the back, and Kurt Angle came up to him saying, like, listen, it's now or never next week. You need a decision. Will it's going to be option C next week to cash in, or will you keep your X Division title? Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Lashley for the World Heavyweight Championship. Bobby Lashley almost kind of messed up jumping on the stage. With me, they were chanting, "You fucked up," or something. And let me say, this was a great match. Excellent match. It was crazy. It was awesome. Jeff Hardy hitting that Swanton bomb, almost sending on Bobby Lashley onto the steel steps, but Bobby Lashley dodged it, hit the spear, winning the match. But I gotta say, that was one hell of a World Heavyweight title match between those guys. It was crazy out there tonight. That was a great main event with Hardy and Bobby Lashley. But I'm sure again, I hope it was a rematch, but that was great. I almost thought Jeff Hardy almost had it there. Rockstar Spud was in the ring as he introduced Dixie Carter, and pretty much EC3 and Rhino came out with her, and Dixie started making fun of New Yorkers, called them used guys and stuff, and talking about making fun of Dreamer, said, "You need to change, Dixie, to fix professional wrestling. You need to fix it." And she said she would put Bully Ray through a table again if it comes to that. And pretty much Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer came out then, pretty much taking out EC3 and Rhino, and then taking out Rockstar Spud. Put Dixie Carter through the table. Tommy Dreamer tried to lift up, but EC3 hit the nut shot on Dreamer then. And pretty much after that, they all escaped. But then Devon's music hit. He pretty much hit EC3 back to the ring. They hit the "What's up?" And pretty much he pushed Devon, and everybody in the crowd went 1, 2, 3, get the tables. They pretty much got a table with EC3's name on it because they had a Dixie one, and they pretty much hit the 3D and pretty much ended off the show. So it was a really great show tonight. I will say I heard a lot of things about happening. I know they're going back to New York. It looks like New York is pretty much bringing the greatest things in TNA right now. The crowd was hyped for it. They were always chanting. They were always on their feet. I say I had a really fun show to watch. I recommend checking out. I don't know how many times I'm going to be in New York and stuff, but I got to say, them going to New York is a great place to be right now for TNA wrestling. And it was crazy, and it was great tonight. So it was a lot of great things happening on the show. So I recommend everybody needs to check this show out. If you don't check it out, you don't know what you're missing right there. That is wrestling. I gotta say that. So, comment, subscribe. You know it's me. It's me, the HOOD, coming at the news and reviews. You know I am. You know what I do with the show. Here I go with the flow. So, you know how it goes. Tonight's going down. It's today, and I am now done with this review of TNA. So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.